Okay, so yeah, this guy is looking at what he has. He's looking at his cups, but he's not seeing the cup that's being offered to him. He's like, he wants more. He's looking at what he doesn't have, and because of that, he's not seeing what's being offered to him by the universe. So the reason I laughed is it just reminds me of somebody who is, because it's cups also, it's emotional. It's emotional things. It's not like he's looking at all of his cars and he's like, but I wish I had that other car. And then the universe is offering him another car. It's not that. This is emotional fulfillment. So, especially with this Two of Cups, which a lot of people refer to as the soulmate card, but it doesn't have to be soulmates. It can be partnerships. When I see this card, I see it as partnering with someone who is like a mentor, but I know it's very much also a relationship soulmate card. So it's like this is what I'm getting from this energy, and I hope it resonates with some of you. It's very much about love. It's very much a person who has just gone through a breakup, who is not happy about their breakup. They miss their ex. They're thinking about what they could have had with their ex, and they're not allowing new things to come in. Meanwhile, it is very close. It is pretty much happening. You've met somebody, or you're about to meet someone in the month of April that is going to be good for you. Okay? And you are, because you're thinking about your ex, you don't really know whether you should move on or not. And that's when this Two of Pentacles comes in, okay? You don't know. You're still holding on to the past. And this isn't a terrible card, because at least you're considering this new person. Or if there is no new person, this could be you thinking that whoever you're thinking about is your soulmate, and not knowing how to process those feelings, I guess, okay? So even though this is a general reading, because we have the Two of Cups here, the Four of Cups, I'm really getting in romance, love energy, okay? Moving on to your romance, love energy, we have, I'm just going to lift this up a little bit. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords, okay? Which is funny, because none of these are really romantic cards. Aside from the Three of Pentacles, it sort of shows a family, and they're consulting someone, which I'll get into. But, so the Page of Pentacles is about, I see it as new pursuits, new scholarly pursuits, putting in the effort. The Seven of Pentacles is like the seeds have been planted. The Page of Pentacles to me is like you're currently planting the seeds, whatever they are, and you're putting in effort. Very similar also to the Eight of Pentacles, in my opinion. So, but if you look at this Page of Pentacles, they're also sort of offering something, right? It almost looks like it. Offering or maybe accepting. This is a younger person. They're not fully established or aware of their place in the world. And then it's followed by the Three of Pentacles, which is all about building a foundation. It's a decent card. You're not at the end of the road, but you're working on building that road, okay? Or traveling down it, I guess I should say. So it seems to me, that in your love life, it seems like you're not really concerned about love right now. And maybe because you know that you don't want anyone unless it's this person or whatever. So you're focusing on building your own foundation. And it's finished with the Ace of Swords, which is good. This is a new beginning. In what? I'm not sure, but it means mental clarity. So hopefully, I'm hoping that while you're focusing on yourself, while you're learning new things, new skills, new ideas, new knowledge with this Page of Pentacles, you're using it to build your own foundation. And again, the Ace of Swords, it's a number one. It's a solo. And the Page of Pentacles, he's by himself. Although this Three of Pentacles is more of a family unit. So you could be like, what's that saying? When the fishermen can't go out to sea, they stay home and repair their nets. So it's almost like you don't have a relationship right now, so you're working on yourself so that you can be the best that you can be when the relationship comes to you. And honestly, it seems like that's going to pay off because you're going to become a very confident, self-assured person with this Ace of Swords in the month of April. You're going to feel good about the decisions that you've made, and you are going to be able to start something new. And it doesn't have to be a relationship, but because this is in the love position, and remember, it's underneath this decision making in your general reading. So, and if I read the cards going down here instead of across by their categories, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the World in this last row here. So that's like, I can't make a decision. Oh, wait, never mind. Making the decision. And then the Four of Wands turning out to be a very good, fulfilling decision. And then the World, which is like the end all be all. I'm fulfilled. I have everything. I feel great. Not really, but. So think of it that way, if you look at it that way. Right now, your love life might not be very exciting. But you are working on yourself so that you can be the best that you can be when someone comes in. And then it does kind of look like you have a lot of potential for someone to come in. And by the end of the month, maybe you're going to make that decision to move forward with this person. And I think it's going to be a good decision. Okay? Career. I'm going to try to not wrap it up, but move a little quicker. So career, we have the Eight of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Four of Wands, which is a little bit of a roller coaster in terms of relatability. But the Eight of Cups is about walking away from something, but you are choosing to walk away from that. And because it's in your career reading, you could be choosing to leave a job. You may like that job, it may pay you well, it may be fun, but you know that you need something more, okay? And that's what he's walking away towards. He's not, it's a little bit melancholy, but he's making this decision. And when I see this card, I don't always think of the strength card, but I think of a strong person. Because it's hard, let me tell you, to walk away from something. You can be so comfortable, or you can not know whether walking away is going to be the right decision. But deep down, you know, okay? So don't be afraid. If you are not fulfilled in your current job and you've been considering leaving, I really think now is a good time for you guys. I'm not telling you to quit your job. Please take everything with a grain of salt. But it looks like some of you are going to be choosing to do that. And then followed by the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about tradition. Well, yeah, traditionally is about tradition and sort of like I want to say spirituality, right? He's like a mentor or a guru almost. So perhaps you're going to find someone, or you've already found someone who's helping you through this transition. Okay? Some kind of mentor. It could be a boss. It could be maybe you're leaving. You finally made the decision to leave one job to move to this other job. Or this Hierophant could be you. You could be choosing to embrace a more fulfilling path, I guess. Which sounds kind of redundant. I feel like I just said that with this. But all I'm thinking is it's followed by this Four of Wands card, which is a card of milestones, of celebration. So regardless of who or what this Hierophant represents, it seems to me like you are choosing to leave your current job or some aspect of that job. You don't have to be leaving your job. You could be feeling like you want to leave it. Or you could be turning down a promotion because it's just not right for you. Anything like that, okay? And in the end, at least in the end of April, it's you made the right decision. And I think the Hierophant, whether someone helped you make this decision or deep down you are accessing this wisdom, it's going to pay off. So please don't be afraid of things not working out in terms of if you need to walk away. I think it's so hard to do, but it always works out. You really can't make a wrong decision, okay? Whether you make one decision or the other, you will be led back to where you're supposed to be. So if you don't leave your job, don't you worry. If you're supposed to leave it, you'll leave it or you'll get fired. You know what I mean? So, but in the month of April, do not be afraid because it seems like it's going to work out. And hopefully your new position or whatever you're walking towards, you're going to feel this Four of Wands fulfillment. A sense of like being at peace, being at home, being inspired creatively, like, which is a lot of the times you're not in your job, right? You go to work to make money, but you're not inspired, you're not passionate. And that's what wands are all about, is like this creative energy, this of projects and passion and putting your heart and soul into something. And it looks like by walking away, you're working towards that, okay? Finally, wow, that's interesting. This life purpose, wow, it really mirrors the career reading. So it's like whatever job you're walking towards is actually you are on the path towards your life purpose, because we have the Two of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the World. And this guy he's very similar to the Eight of Cups, where he's looking to leave. He's looking out at the world and saying, look at all the stuff that's out there. Like, I can't stay here. And he's doing it. And this little world, he's literally holding the world, but he's looking out onto the world. But it also is said to represent like science and arts. So I'm not sure if you're into anything in those fields that you're passionate about, but just so you know. But yeah, this guy and this guy, they know that more is out there, okay? And they're mirroring each other right now. This was your career. This was your life purpose spread. So that's interesting. And then the Six of Swords is about moving away. Not literally, but like moving on to something better. You're leaving the past behind. You're leaving the difficult times behind, and you're going towards something better, which is so funny because this is swords and this is cups, right? But they really are similar. But this is emotional and this is mental more so. Like very similar. And again, to mirror one another, we have the world, and in your career reading, you had the Four of Wands. And when I think of the Four of Wands, as well as maybe the Ten of Pentacles, they're like the minor arcana of the World card, which is the major arcana. This is like a sense of completion, of fulfillment. Like this person has everything around them. They're like in bliss, and it's good. It's a milestone. It's the end of a cycle. Whether just walking away from something can bring you that fulfillment, whether you believe it or not. You don't even need to find what is next. Just walking away from something can bring you to the end of the cycle, which can be a really, really good feeling. And please remember that this Justice card came out with the Strength card. So by choosing, I'm just going to lift this up a little. Choosing to be strong and make these decisions, even though they're hard, but in a good way. You're not choosing something because it's going to make you rich and famous. Like you're following what is your divine, like, inspiration, divine love. You're putting love before hate. That's what I think of with this card. And that is strength, okay? So you could be walking away from something that isn't fulfilling, but it pays you so well to do something that is fulfilling, that is going to make you feel like you're contributing, like you're helping the world, like you're being your best self, but you're not being paid as much, you know what I mean? And justice, again, I just wanted to remind you guys that you may have no idea what's to come, but you're going to get what you deserve, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, everything will work out the way that it's supposed to, okay? So, bottom of the deck, let me just see what's under here. Ooh, that's nice. I always check what's under this card because there's so many options. This is a guy being like, what do I do? Like, what do I want to do? I'm interested in all of these things. How do I choose? And I just want to show you under the deck, under this card. It's the Ace of Cups, which goes very nicely with the Two of Cups. So love is definitely a possibility, I'll say. Definitely, but you need to be open to it. You don't have to be. If you're not ready, you don't have to be, but it might just be there. I really think it will be. And I'm like, all of my readings, love has been really strong, and I feel like so cheesy, but it's not me, it's the cards, right? But it might be because it's springtime. People are coming outside and smiling. So when else is a better time to fall in love, I guess, right?